Hi there, I'm Christopher with Handmade in Vermont, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Stacatto with Shade Small. So there are two sizes in this. One is about 10 inches in diameter. This is the one that is 7 inches in diameter. And when we talk about the size of the fixture itself, we're really talking about the size from the bottom of the glass to where the stem starts, which is right here. So this is 5.7 inches tall, 7 inches in diameter, and we're going to talk about a couple things. So to begin with, let's kind of talk about finishes. So you have 9 different metal finishes to play with in this. You can go back to our finishes help guide on Handmade in Vermont. There's a good video there. You can click on any of those finishes with the A's and the B's on them, and it'll talk about heavy forging versus not heavy forging and some of the modeling that you're going to be able to see. I actually can see, and I don't know if you can see it, some of the heavy forging marks that are on this shade. Meanwhile, these parts don't really have that. So you can see that this is more uniform, and this actually has the heavy modeling. It's not always that way. The humidity in the air is what influences all of this. So you have all your 9 finishes to play with, and if you're familiar, we'll move on to, if you're familiar with how Hubbardton Forge's stems work. These are these adjustable stems that they have a patent on. And right here is where the two come together, and it comes with this little hex nut wrench or hex wrench, and there's a little hex nut in the side of this, what's called a clutch. So you basically undo it a little bit, and it frees it up to slide. I'm going to actually open this up so you can see what it looks like. So inside, there's the little hex nut thing on the side there. This is a friction sleeve that little black part right there. It's a little black friction sleeve that little screw is going to press up against, and that kind of locks it from going back and forth. So during your installation, when you get it to where you want it to be, you just use this little wrench, lock it into place, and it's good to go. Leave as much wire in the ceiling as you can, because at some point in the future you might want to move this some other place, or you might want it lower, and if you have enough wire in the ceiling, you'll be able to do that without a problem. It also comes with this tool. So this is a retaining ring tool, and you notice it's flared on the edge here. So how that works is there's a retaining ring that's keeping the glass in, and this takes the place of your hand to get up inside there. So taking it off. This will give us an opportunity to look at the socket too. So put that down like that. So this is a G9 socket, and if you're familiar with G9s, this is going to ship with a halogen bulb. This is the same socket, G9 halogen. It's going to this one is going to ship with a 60 watt halogen bulb like that, and that's the 2-prong bulb like that. Beautiful, dims beautifully, gives out a lot of light for what it is. You remember, you never touch a halogen bulb with your bare hands like I'm doing, because it'll destroy the life of the bulb. I've already done it to this, so I can keep using it. You can use LEDs in this, and there's a lot of LEDs that will fit. I think I have. I've got 3 here that I've shown in other videos, and there's even a bigger one that'll fit in this as well. You probably want to, depending on how high up you want it to, how high up you have it, and if you're going to have the opportunity to look up inside that glass, you want to have something that's somewhat nice to look at. But this is going to come with this to begin with. So I would say use the halogen it comes with. Dim's great, might as well use it, and then down the road you can move on to LEDs. The glass on this is this cast glass that's sandblasted on the inside, so there's really no color to it. So, let's see. We talked about finishes, we talked about the sockets, we talked about adjustable ranges. So when we measure the adjustable range, we measure it from the bottom of the fixture, which is really the glass on this, to the ceiling itself. So our short goes from 29.5 to 36.9. Our standard is 36.5 to 43.9, and the long goes from 43.5 to 50.9. If you need shorter than the short, so let's say you need shorter than 30 inches more or less, and you need it to be maybe this long from here to here, we can do that as a custom. There's a lot of different ranges that we can do, and even down to a fixed. We just need you to tell us what you need. You can do that in an email. If you need longer than long, we can do that too. So we can usually go pretty long. A little more money, a little more time, but it gets you where you need to go. This is the back of it, the top of it, and it fits on a normal 4-inch junction box like that. It'll probably also fit on a gang box, so very user-friendly. Has a little knuckle that's built in right there that allows this to bend. See how it bends like that? So that means that if it's on a slope like that, it'll hang straight down. So it's slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees, so kind of keep that in mind. So that's it on this fixture. So you have your 9 different metal finishes, 3 different adjustable ranges. It's going to come with a halogen, but you can put in your LEDs. Very user-friendly piece. I'll be doing a separate video on the larger one down the road. Great piece. This pairs well with a lot of Hubbardton forged things, mainly because it's so simple. So I've actually paired this with like the Macintosh pendant, the 134325 for a dining room table, and then had these over the island. Great. But it pairs with all kinds of stuff. So anyway, we have these both on the display in our showroom, both sizes. Come see us. We have over 350 Hubbardton forged fixtures to show you here. We're very easy to find in Wallingford, Vermont, which is midway between Manchester and Rutland, Vermont, on the west side of the state. It's an afternoon's drive from like Connecticut or New York City, Rhode Island, everywhere. We're just kind of in the middle of New England, so we're easy to get to. Anyway, showroom's open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6, and phones are open every day except Sunday from 10 to 6 Eastern Time. If you can watch our other videos and like this video, subscribe, so we're going to be doing a lot of videos about Hubbardton Forge products. Okay? Thanks again for stopping in, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.